Well, as we continue to honor Black History Month right here on the Roadshow, a new digital exhibit produced by the International Tennis Hall of Fame has done a great job of chronicling a wonderful celebration of boundaries which have been and continue to be broken within the great sport. Joining us now to discuss this and so much more is Juliana Barbieri, Senior Vice President of Content and Partnerships at the International Tennis Hall of Fame. Good morning, Juliana.
Good morning.
So nice to have you here. You know, I was poking around your website, taking a look at this terrific exhibit you have, Breaking Boundaries. Let's really discuss what this is, how the idea came about, and really how you put this thing together.
So this is the next iteration in a number of digital exhibits we've done here at the Hall of Fame. And last year in February, we launched Breaking Barriers, which was a digital exhibit dedicated to the history of American tennis, Black American tennis. And we always knew that we wanted to do something more than just focusing on the United States. We are the International Tennis Hall of Fame. So we expanded into globally, who are the boundary breakers who have helped folks grow beyond the boundaries that they've been put in around the world.
Yeah, and you really have done a good job of capturing that. And there's really so much to consume. It's a fully immersive experience, even though we're looking at it digitally. But let's talk about really, the pride that you and the team really have, putting something like this together. It's so crucial that we honor, recognize, really preserve this history within the sport, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's part of the mission of the Hall of Fame to preserve the history of the sport of tennis. And it is a great source of pride for us to be able to put a lot of effort into this. And it's really important to note that this exhibit wouldn't be possible with a lot of external help as well. There was a committee that worked quite hard and for many, many months on aggregating who should be the first group of 70 individuals that are included in this exhibit. We hope to expand and every year add more individuals to it. But in addition to our staff, there was quite a lot of folks who are very influential in the sport of tennis that helped pull this exhibit together for us.
And that really is one of the great challenges. Anytime you're putting something like this together, really just putting it all out there to make it an experience that's so positive like this, it is challenging to figure out, to decide what goes in, what doesn't, and to really capture not just one era, but multiple eras, I would presume.
Absolutely. The exhibit captures multiple eras, as you mentioned. It goes back a number of years and also highlights present day players like the Australian Open champion Ash Barty. She is featured in here. She comes from an indigenous Australian culture and she has heritage from one of the tribes there. And so it's really important that we're featuring people who have benefited today from what the actions were of those who came before them. And I hope the fans learn something that they didn't know before. So much of what you hear on a day-to-day basis, if you're following the sport, or even if you just hear so-and-so won, you're hearing about the current players who are doing amazing things in the sport, but it wouldn't be without a lot of the work that so many of the folks in this exhibit and throughout history have done to bring tennis to where it is today. And I hope that when people have a look at this exhibit, they'll check somebody out that they'd never even heard of before and learn a little bit about their story and be inspired to make an impact themselves.
Definitely. And certainly we're here chatting about this great virtual centerpiece of this, not only our segment here, but what you have going on right now with regard to your content and so on and so forth. But I know you always have lots of things happening at the Hall of Fame. And I know your fans love returning to see you guys. First of all, are we open right now? Are there any current restrictions? And what else can we look forward to seeing if we come out to Newport?
We are open. We're open 6 days a week. We're closed on Tuesdays through to about May. So we welcome anyone to come between the hours of 10 and 5. We are following all the state guidelines with regard to COVID restrictions, so masks and if you're not vaccinated and so on and so forth. But that's all on display once you arrive. And of course, this summer, we will have the Hall of Fame open again. And our enshrinement weekend, we will be inducting Leighton Hewitt, who is an Australian tennis great from a number of years back. And we encourage anyone to come on down and come to the tournament or come to the induction ceremony. And one of the really great things about here in Newport is it's such an intimate venue. And if you go to the US Open, which is awesome venue as well. You're a lot further away from the court, and there's really no bad seat here at in Newport. And so you're super close. You can really see the expressions on the players' faces, and you can really get into the match and see what's happening. So it's a great experience to see live tennis, but especially to see live tennis here in Newport.
Yeah, and it's all happening down there in the City by the Sea. We always love visiting with the Roadshow, and it certainly is always a wonderful time. And I don't want to tell you how to run the Hall of Fame, Juliana, but I've got an idea for the next great virtual exhibit, a history of players arguing with line judges. What do you say?
There would be some good ones there. There would definitely be some fun video to have a look at there.
Yeah, maybe we get John McEnroe to come narrate that. Well, all kidding aside,
for sure,
you've done a great job, and the work you're doing down there is just tremendous. And I always look forward to seeing you guys in person. But this is a wonderful way to celebrate Black History Month digitally, virtually on the website, and to experience it all. So really keep up the wonderful work, and thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me today.
A pleasure. If you guys would like to learn more all about the great happenings at the International Tennis Hall of Fame, you know what to do. Just visit us. Volley it on over to roadshow.com.